everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. You can see him there in front of the box. We'll go ahead and put him off the side real quick. And yes, this is, well, Bumblebee. You can see he's 8629 Transformers, and he's got a nice bit of artwork right there. You got the Transformers the movie logo right up there. All that stuff. And of course, on right here, you have the Transformers the movie on the top. You have, hey, look, a close-up of him in deluxe class on the side. You have another picture of the same picture of him with authentic Transformers in 86 on it. On the bottom, you have, manufacturing details and what's included and all that stuff. On the back, you have copyrights and warnings and some product shots. And yeah, big screen inspired. And Bumblebee is saved from the acidic insides of Unicron when Daniel Witwicky comes to the rescue. Yeah, here you go. And also, inside the box is, of course, the backdrop. The usual thing. You can see that. You can put them there. There, it's inside of Unicron. All that stuff. So, you do that or, recycle it. Whatever you want. And of course, comes with instructions, which are pretty straightforward and simple. He's not too difficult overall. Because, well, it's Bumblebee. There's not really a whole lot of difficulty to him. So, Bumblebee. Yes, he is very small. He's very small. You can see that. I'm going to bring him a little closer too. There you go. Yeah, so he's very small. Getting closer. You can see, he's got his silver face, blue eyes. He doesn't have a smile, which is a little unfortunate. He's got little horns and everything, though. He's got his big old chest there with the, Autobot symbol. This is the car roof and everything. He's got black and yellow all down the way down. Black legs. And hey, look, his beetle feet with a little silver right there and all that stuff. Big old stompers as well. You got a bit of backpack, but nothing, honestly, it's not too bad. Considering everything, it's actually not a bad backpack at all. But yeah. So, that's Bumblebee as a whole, going up front. He's got a weapon, just a silver pistol thing. Pigs right in his hand, no problem. So there you go. And there you go. You can see some color. It's probably going to be more egregious on camera than it is in person. But yeah, there's definitely some color mismatch. This yellow does not match this. And this right here, the yellow is a bit, could have used a second coat because it's definitely thinner than this yellow. You can see there's like 3 different yellows going on here. It's a little disappointing, but not too bad, honestly. It's the whole thing. Of course, there's a whole thing. People are like, well, now all the SS86 are having blue windows. Why does this one have black windows? Because the nylon plastic here, this tougher nylon plastic is black, and there's a lot of it right here too, because this whole core is black. If they put this blue right here, and so they can make this blue, this would also be blue, and that would be a problem. People would be very upset when their Bumblebees all over the place in color wise. So there you go. Where that? But yeah, as a whole, he's actually pretty cool. He's kind of small, but he's pretty cool. Articulation-wise, head. So you got a ball joint, you got left and right, you got up and down, you got waggle, all that stuff. You do have a full rotation of the shoulder because of the ball joint. You also have outward there at the ball joint shoulder. And you also have a bicep swivel right there. It rotates pretty good. Elbows go about, there you go. Now about 90 degrees, I'm going to say. It's like they should go 90 degrees. Yeah, they go 90 degrees. There are wrist swivels, which is nice. Very rare in deluxe. He does have a waist swivel. Pretty unhindered, even with the backpack. It kind of rubs against it a little bit right there, but nothing too egregious. You got hips, which go forward that far, although the hips are very tight, looser than because comparatively, because this like this joint right here, transformation joint is much looser, so it's a little easier to move the transformation joint before the hip. But yeah, it goes forward that far. You got back, well, pretty much all the way back, which is nice. Outward, you do have all the way out. You do have a thigh swivel. There is a knee bend. Like that, about 90 degrees. You also can actually bend the knee forward if you want to because of the transformation. And down here at the feet, you do have ankle tilts. It's kind of really close to the knee, but you got that whole thing of like this comes a point where you kind of have to accept compromise for the sake of physics. You got that, and because of transformation joint, you do have a bit of backwards tilts on the foot as well, which can be helpful for certain poses, I guess. But there you go. Not a whole lot to go on there, but he's a pretty solid little dude overall. Now, as for some comparisons, let's see, who do I want to go with first? Here we go. Let's just go with Origins Bumblebee first, because, why not? Origins Bumblebee, you can see they're roughly the same height. I'm not sure if you can swap the heads between them, considering he's got a bit of a smile. I'm not sure if you can swap the heads, but, there you go on that. Here's Earthrise Cliff Jumper. Again, I don't have the Netflix Bumblebee, but, you know, it was based on this mold, so that gives you an idea right there. It gives you an idea, so, you know, there's that. Here's a Studio Series 86 Spike. Yep. That actually seems about right, you know. Yeah, you know, they have all that stuff. Yeah, we did it. All right, yeah. Is it even... Look! It is even indented. And, of course, his pal, Optimus Earthrise version. And yes, I have seen the pics of the SS86 version. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to, you know, have that in hand. So, you know, just a few more months, I guess. Yeah, so there you go. And, yeah, so that's the robot mode. Pretty darn solid. Maybe the feet, so some people are going to be a bit big, but again, kind of necessity without, you know, unless you want to have a whole bunch of stuff sticking out like on MP45. Yeah, overall, it's a pretty solid thing. The only thing personally that bothers me at all is the paint mismatch, but I also understand why it makes mismatches and everything. But there you go. Some people might be bothered by the lack of blue windows, but I understand why on that one. And that one doesn't bother me either way because I don't really care either way. So anyway, that's it. Oh yeah, and one other thing I did almost forget for this, which is there's weapon storage. So yeah, if you want to store it on the back, you can. There's this tab right there. There's this tab and slot just right there. Just, you know, so you can store it on the back if you want. Almost forgot about that. So there you go. Anyway, so go ahead and get him to transformation. Get him in. What did I say? Get him to transformed. It's also pretty straightforward. Right here, there's little tabs right here. You want to get this backpack pulled away. So you want to kind of get these tabs out from under in here and just kind of wedge it back. And yeah, just kind of pull that up. And you want to open the chest here. You want to open that up and just rotate the head platform. You want to rotate that inward like so and bring this up like that. Just kind of bring that up and you can close this back up right there. And this, what you want to do is bring this. There's a hinge right here. You want to bring that forward. I guess technically there's a butterfly there, although the problem is you'd have to untab the backpack to use this as a butterfly joint. So that's a thing to be mindful of. But yeah, bring this forward and bring this forward and also bring this back right. Bring this back right here and then rotate right here like that into 90 degrees. So bring this out like this and then bring that down like that. And then go ahead and right here, there's a rotation joint. You want to rotate it up right there and right there like so. Just kind of keep this out like that. Now down here, what you want to do is you want to take this at the waist. There's a hinge. You want to bring this back and this will tab in right here like that. You're going to tab that in like so. And then down here at the feet, what you want to do is you want to untab these bits right here. These will untab right there. Just kind of bring them down like this. You can push these up and inward like this. And you can open this up right here and this up right there. Open those up and then take these and they'll rotate up and they'll collapse up and tab into right there. Same with the side, just bring it up and tab it in like that. You go ahead and tab this stuff together like so. And right here, I'd use this joint down here to rotate this back like so. You can rotate that back like that. And then use the knee joints to rotate it forward like this. And then use the hip joints to rotate it further like that. And these right here, there's little tabs right here, which are supposed to go up into little slots. On mine, they don't work super well. It doesn't like actually tab in very well. So there's always a gap on mine, unfortunately. But it's not too bad. Anyway, so you get all that done, and then you bring these, make sure this is out of the way. You bring these back, right? This, you know, bring it back and bring this back. And there's a tab right here, which will go in that slot right here. They'll tab together. The arms will tab together right here, like that. Make sure this is all squared away. It's also kind of a, you know, make sure this is all solidly done. And then this will collapse up into this like that. And those all collapse together like that. Collapse it together. Make sure this is kind of pushed up as far as it can go. Again, it's supposed to be up further, but yeah, it does not cooperate on mine no matter what I do. At least particularly on one side too. I don't know why, but yeah. Try to collapse those together as much as you can. And make sure it's all together. And there you go. There's Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. So yeah, Bumblebee. He is a very stylized Beetle-esque vehicle. You can see it's in the front. It kind of looks like a Beetle, but on the back, it's like not quite. It's very, got the very super deformed kind of penny racer look going on. And again, still got the mismatch. You got there's an Autobot symbol on the hood there, although mine's also got some scuffing right there. Yeah, you got the wheels, which are nice, got picked out in silver and everything, and of course they're actually different sizes like they're supposed to. You got the tail lights picked out, the bumpers are picked out, windows, silver headlights, all that stuff, and he rolls pretty decently. As long as you haven't transformed properly, he'll roll pretty decently. That's pretty cool. And it's just nice little cute little well, almost Beetle-like. Again, they didn't make it a Beetle. And yeah, you could take this gun and once again, just kind of peg it on here if you want as storage, and there you go. Bumblebee's alt mode is a nice little chibified little thing, which somewhat like the animation, but also this is taking some liberties because can't make it look too much like a Volkswagen, because otherwise Volkswagen will come along, knock and go, hey, what are you doing? And yeah, you don't want that. So yeah, it's just kind of a thing we're doing now. So for better or for worse, this is what it's like. For better or for worse, this is the Bumblebee we're getting for Studio Series. Although, again, my thing is just simply some of these parts do not want to seem to stay together properly. I don't know what their problem is, but eventually can get it. But yeah, it takes a lot of me going, and then eventually, yeah. That's my biggest problem with it. So, yeah. Comparisons, though. Ooh, yeah. Here's Origins Bumblebee. Here's, again, Earthrise Cliff Jumper. Because, yeah, this, I don't have, again, no Volkswagen, so yeah, remember this for Cliff Jumper, he turned into they changed it into, reshelled it into a actual proper Beetle, so gives you an idea at least of the size difference between the two, the different and proportional differences as well. And here's SS86 Spike. I think I transformed it right, but I don't remember and I don't even care that much, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Smaller, but makes sense. Also, someone in this I cannot imagine, fitting in this vehicle, but whatever. And of course, here's Earthrise Prime. Not bad overall. So there you go. So, yep, that's Bumblebee as a whole. He's a nice little figure, and the thing is, the emphasis here on little, because he is sold as a deluxe, which means he's $25, and he's very small. Height-wise, he's not shorter than Earthrise Cliff Jumper, but also doesn't have a lot of accessories like Cliff Jumper did. In fact, he has very few accessories. He only has the pistol, in fact. He's actually pretty dense. His transformation's actually fairly well engineered and complicated for how big he is. He's got a fairly complicated transformation for how big he is, but yeah, he does feel a little overpriced, but at the same time, he would feel he's too complicated for core class, so you're kind of in this weird, he's in that weird no man's land between the two, so they just put him in deluxe, and I wish they added something. I don't know, even like an alternate smiling head would have been a great other thing, accessory, I think, but or I don't know, maybe the what was it? What's something you could have added? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't think of any real accessory they could have added to pad it out, but it just feels a little. I wish there was something to go with him, and it just, yeah, because he is a bit expensive for what it is. The good news is though, apparently he's part of what they call a figure or something. So he's just going to be a bajillion of these things coming out in the summer. So if you missed the pre-orders, don't worry, you can find him. You'll be able to find him somewhere. He's going to be all over the place. And one surprise, eventually he starts going on discount. So yeah, if you're willing to be really patient, you might eventually find one for less than $25. He is, I feel, unfortunately, yeah, he doesn't quite fill out his price point as well as he could have. And I wish there was something they included with him to do so. But I can't think of anything on top of my head they could have added, really. But he does have a nice transformation. He does have a good looking robot. He does have it, if you like this aesthetic of vehicle, he does look pretty nice. He's kind of cute and small. But yeah, that's the thing. It's just, he's small. And it's harder to justify that $25 when it's so small and there's just not much, there's just a lack of accessories. The Cliff Jumper, right there is like, okay, yeah, he's got the big old bazooka. That kind of helps. But this doesn't have that, so I don't know. So it's a kind of, if you could get it for like $20, $15, $20, then yeah, sure, jump on it. But it's $25, you might want to think about it for a little bit before you actually jump. You'll have plenty of time. He's not going to be scarce at all. So there you go. I hope you found this review informative or entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee Man Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.